everybody, we wanted to make a short video today. We went out on the north side and we went out to go share the gospel, and the goal for us was to try to find some ladies to share with, and we just kind of wanted to tell you about how that went. Basically, none of my plans worked out, and so Jamie and I went out in the afternoon time, which probably wasn't the greatest plan. It was super hot, and there weren't very many women out at all. We went to a local park and there was nobody there, and we even drove up and down one of our main roads, and we did end up finding a man and a woman that was just kind of sitting on the side of a building, and we had brought some brown paper bag kind of lunches with us, something that would last in the heat. And honestly, it was kind of a comfort thing for me because it was something that I could extend to them, and it was less awkward in conversation, and they were extremely grateful to have it in the hot weather, and it just provided a means to give them something and ask if we could pray for anything for them, and they were extremely grateful, and we prayed for them. But the conversations pretty much just ended there. There wasn't a whole lot of interest in gospel conversation, so it was kind of, I would probably classify those as red light conversations. But it was good to just be able to be out in the community with another female, and just looking for women to love on the north side of our community. And so it was a good lesson for me that even though I had kind of all these plans of what I wanted my day to look like, none of that really happened. But the importance of still going out, and with the intention of being forthright in gospel sharing and praying for people whenever you have the opportunity. So it was a really good day, even though it was very different than what we thought it was gonna be. So it was my first time going out, and I was actually really nervous about it, even knowing that we were just going to basically be meeting a physical need, which made it easier to introduce conversation. I still felt really nervous inside. So going with somebody who had experience, I told Emily, I was going to let her do all the all the heavy lifting, because I just wasn't sure how to establish that initial contact. And so we first went to Tom Watkins and kind of wandered around there, and we really didn't see anybody. And then we just kind of drove around looking for homeless people. And during that time, I think God really did that on purpose for me, because in the length of time, it wasn't this full on, sharing the gospel right away. There was an easiness to it that God sort of allowed my heart to calm down and sort of get in the rhythm of what it actually looked like. I think in my mind, I was just going to pounce on people, and it wasn't like that. It was relaxed. And so when we saw the people at Waffle House, Emily just approached them and asked their name and asked if we could share lunch with them. And so we chatted with them a few minutes. That was enough of an intro for me to kind of engage in conversation. And then Emily asked if we could pray for them, and that was it. And I think so many times we tend to overcomplicate it. I know I certainly did, and I wanted it to be bigger in my mind. And the reality was, we were just obedient to going, and we didn't need to. I think God was telling us, hey, you don't have to do all the heavy lifting. Your responsibility is to go. And so that's what we did. And if I can be of any encouragement to you, I think going with somebody who's done it before is a big key. And just be obedient in the going, and let the Lord work it out from there. So that was our trip.